I know you're feeling that something is between the two of you, but you can't understand what it is. It's like the connection is there, ready to happen, but something is holding everything back. It's not simple, you know that. It's not just a matter of, it's not the right time. It's more than that. Something inside you, or even inside them, is blocking what could be a deep, true connection. And that bothers you. I know you feel that this person was brought to you for some reason, something beyond mere coincidence. But then, why do you feel this barrier? What's stopping you from moving forward? You notice this, don't you? It's fear. The fear of opening up, of giving in, of trusting again, and somehow this is also present in them. Maybe it's fear of failing, fear of repeating the past, or even fear of something deeper that they themselves can't face yet. And here's the thing. While destiny brought this person to you, it also brought you to where you are now. To this moment, this doubt, this feeling that something is still unfinished. Maybe you're afraid to take the step, to believe that true love can really happen. What's holding you back? What are you afraid to lose or discover if you give in to this love? Are you still stuck to something from the past? Are you still carrying burdens that prevent you from living what the universe has prepared for you? I understand the confusion. I know it's not simple. But look, if destiny placed this person in your path, it's not by chance. The question is, are you going to continue allowing these fears, these insecurities, these blocks to decide for you? Are you going to let something invisible between you determine what will happen? Think about it. Don't ignore what's happening. Because deep down, you know that something bigger is happening. Something that can transform everything, but only if you stop protecting yourself so much. The choice is yours. I know you feel it. There's something so strong happening between you two, but at the same time, it's so hard to define. I can see that you question yourself. You wonder what this feeling really is. This connection, this sensation that you are closer than anyone else could understand. You've noticed it, haven't you? That something bigger is trying to happen. Something profound. But at the same time, you feel that something is at stake, that something is between you, preventing everything from materializing the way it should. And what is it? What is holding you back? You are not the only person going through this. I know because this happens. I know that when destiny places someone so important in our lives, it doesn't make mistakes. It puts us exactly where we need to be, with the people we need to meet. But what you are facing now is not just a matter of feelings. It's not just about liking someone or being liked. There is something that needs to be resolved, something inside you or even inside her that is not yet ready for this connection. And that is something that cannot simply be ignored. Maybe what is holding you back now is the fear of letting go. And fear that is complicated, isn't it? You tell yourself that you want to go deeper, that you want to feel what this can offer, but then something inside of you holds back. And that something is fear. Fear of getting hurt, fear of getting involved and then feeling lost as if you are giving more of yourself than you should. But look, this is normal. I know you've been through this before, and in a way this fear comes from places you already know, that you've seen and lived. And it's not easy to forget. But it is here, exactly here, that you need to decide whether you will continue allowing fear to dictate your life, or if you will allow the reality of the connection you feel with this person to take its place. Because you know what? Destiny doesn't care about fears. It doesn't care about the insecurities you carry or the traumas of the past. What it wants, what it demands from you, is that you are capable of trusting. Trust is not just a matter of being with someone. Trust is the ability to let go of control, to accept that what you feel will not disappear just because you are afraid. And above all, trust is allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to let go. I know this is not easy, but there is no other way if you want to see where this connection can really take you. What are you afraid of losing? What do you fear when you open up to this person? I need you to think about this because deep down what is happening is that you are still not completely ready for what this person can offer you. Maybe it's this lack of readiness that's creating the barrier, even though you have everything to surrender. But it's the fear, the insecurity, the feeling that something might go wrong, that it might hurt. Janet, look, what you don't realize is that by living in fear, you're letting what could be the best chapter of your life pass you by. And I know it's not simple. It's not a decision you make overnight. But, my friend, sometimes you need to ask the right question. Am I willing to give my best for this? Am I willing to fight against fear and allow this love to manifest? Because destiny won't wait forever. If you don't make the decision now, if you keep letting this fear grow, you might lose the chance to live what could be the best thing that's ever happened in your life. So, what are you going to do then? Are you going to stay there waiting for something magical to happen? Waiting for things to align without you having to take the first step? I know you want it. I know your heart desires it. But what are you doing to make it a reality? Because destiny brought you to this point, brought you to this person. But what's between you two isn't a barrier that resolves itself. If you don't take the reins now, if you don't allow yourself to live what's there, what's right in front of you, you'll look back and regret not taking the step that could change everything. Does it seem scary? I understand. It feels like it's something out of your control, like there's something insurmountable. But look, nothing is greater than the power of decision. If you want this to happen, if you want this person, you have to be willing to face the internal struggle. It's not just about being brave with her. It's about being brave with yourself. Have you realized that? It's not easy, but it needs to be done. I know it's not simple, but the only way for you to free yourself from all this, to get out of doubt and live what destiny has prepared for you, is by allowing yourself. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to love without fear, allowing yourself to trust. And if you don't make that decision, who will do it for you? What are you going to wait for? Are you going to wait for time to pass? Are you going to wait for circumstances to change by themselves? It's not going to happen. Look at the situation now. What is really holding you back? What is between you and what could be your future with this person? Is it worth letting fear take over everything? Is it worth not trying, not giving your heart to what is in front of you? Because when destiny puts someone so significant in your path, it is not asking you if you are afraid. It is asking you, are you going to take the next step? I don't know what the future will bring, but what I do know is that if you continue with this blockage, this fear, this insecurity, it will be as if you have lost an incredible chance to be happy. So now is the time to decide. What are you going to do with this? What are you going to do with what is happening between the two of you? Because in the end, it all comes down to your choice, and you won't regret allowing yourself to live what destiny has brought to you. Now, what is going to happen is up to you. I have already said everything I can. You just need to look inside yourself and ask, am I ready to let go of fear? Am I ready to take the step that will change everything? I understand the weight these questions carry. They are not easy, nor should they be, because what really matters, what can transform our lives, rarely comes in a simple or comfortable way. But the truth is that you already know the answer. Deep down, you know what you need to do. And what are you waiting for then? Life will not give you all the certainties before you make a decision. You are the one who creates these certainties by acting. It is the moment you decide to take a step, even with fear, even without a guarantee, that things begin to align. You know that there is something special about this person, this connection. And if you know that, why continue to be tied to fear? Why let the past dictate what your future will be? The issue here is not just about what this person represents in your life. It is about what you represent to yourself. Because, in the end, it's not just about loving another person. It's about loving yourself enough to allow yourself to be happy. It's about believing that you deserve to live a love that fills you, that challenges you, that makes you grow. So I ask you, what is scarier? The risk of opening up and perhaps getting hurt, or the regret of never having tried? Time is passing, and you know that. Destiny has already done its part by bringing this person to you. Now it's up to you to do your part. Allow yourself. Take the risk. And remember, love is never a guarantee, but it is always worth the try. I know that the risk of trying is scary. Opening your heart, putting your feelings on the table, and admitting to yourself how much it matters is not easy. But now is the time to be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, are you really living or just existing, letting the most important opportunities slip through your hands because of fear? You are facing something that could change everything, but you're hesitating, waiting for life to give you an even bigger sign than the one you have already received. Want to know something? This is the sign. This is the chance. And if you keep waiting for absolute security to arrive, you will miss the essence of what it means to be alive. Because living is this, embracing the uncertain, diving in even without knowing if the water is warm, and trusting that, whatever the outcome, you will come out stronger. The person is there. You feel it. The connection is real. But nothing will change if you don't change first. No magic will dissolve the blocks that are between the two of you if you don't face your own. Life won't deliver what you want until you show that you are willing to deserve it, because true love requires surrender, and surrender requires courage. Now is the time to act, to make a decision, not just for her, but for you. Ask yourself, what am I really waiting for? Another perfect moment? Let me tell you something. The perfect moment doesn't exist. What exists is your willingness to turn any moment into an opportunity. Hesitation, fear, and the excuses you give yourself are only keeping you away from what you know deep down you deserve. Look inside yourself and be brutally honest. What is stopping you? Is it the fear of not being enough? Fear that by opening up, you'll expose yourself too much and end up getting hurt. I know these fears are real, but ask yourself, are they bigger than your desire to experience something real? What's harder, living with the vulnerability of love or carrying the weight of what if forever? And remember, no one is asking for perfection. This person, this connection, isn't expecting you to have all the answers. What they want, what any genuine relationship needs, is for you to have the courage to be authentic, to show who you are, with your fears, with your insecurities, but also with the strength of someone willing to try. It's not just about working out, it's about living, about taking risks, about making space for something beautiful to happen. And if it doesn't work out, you will have learned, you will have grown. But if it does work out, and deep down, you know it can, you will have found something that most people spend their whole lives searching for. I know you might be thinking, what if I get hurt? But the right question is, what if I don't try? Because what's at stake here is not just a relationship, it's your own growth. It's your right to be happy. Love is risky, it always has been, but it's also the greatest gift life can offer. Look at her, at that person in front of you. Feel what is there. It's not something that happens often, it's not just anyone. It is someone who made you rethink things, feel things you perhaps thought you were no longer capable of. Do you think this is a coincidence? It's not. This is the universe showing you that there is something more waiting for you if you are willing to take the next step. So be honest, with her and with yourself. Say what you feel. Make clear what's in your heart. Yes, it can be scary, but do you prefer to carry the regret of never having said anything? Do you prefer to live with the eternal doubt of what could have been? Or do you prefer to know that, regardless of the outcome, you were true, you tried, you lived? I know this requires strength. I know this requires a vulnerability that you might not have shown in a long time. But that's exactly what makes love so transformative. It's not meant to be easy, it's meant to be real. And the real demands that you show yourself, that you trust, that you face your own fears and insecurities. You are already at the starting line. What are you waiting for to cross the line? Time waits for no one. Opportunities pass. And what remains if you don't act is just regret. You don't want to look back and think about what could have been, do you? You don't want to live trapped in the idea of a future that never happened because you were afraid to take the next step. Do it for yourself, for everything you deserve to experience. You didn't come this far to let fear win. You didn't come this far to let such a deep, meaningful connection go to waste. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about choosing to live. So what will it be? Will you continue hesitating, letting fear and doubts dictate the course of your life? Or will you finally allow yourself to be who you are and live what's right in front of you? The choice is yours. It always has been. And I believe you know what to do. It's time to act. Not tomorrow, not a week from now. Now. Because what's at stake is bigger than fear. It's your life, your happiness, your right to live a connection that can change everything. The choice is yours, and you know it. Destiny brought you here, but the next step is up to you. Face what blocks you, face the fear, and show yourself that you are capable of going beyond. Now, I want to hear from you. What's holding you back? What prevents you from living what you feel, from embracing what could be the most important chapter of your life? Comment down below. Share your experience. Let's create a space where we can learn from each other without fear of being judged. And if this message resonated with you, if it made you think or feel something, don't forget to like the video. This is the kind of content that can help others as well, and your like makes all the difference in reaching more people. Oh, and subscribe to the channel. We're here to talk about feelings, about truly living, about facing what challenges us and growing. And I want you to be with me on this journey. So leave your comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, take the next step in your life. Your happiness is waiting. Shall we go together?